Hi everyone, in today's class I am going to teach about Introduction to Engineering Mechanics. So what is meant by mechanics? It is a branch of science which deals about the body at rest or the body at motion. So the condition of rest or motion of bodies under the action of forces is said to be mechanics. We have two types of mechanics. One is solid mechanics and another one is fluid mechanics. So we shall see about that in the presentation. So here you can see that static and dynamic, right? So what is meant by static means it is about the equilibrium of bodies under the action of forces. That is, bodies may be either at rest or move with a constant velocity. Means move with some weight. You can see some velocity means some like you can see the way how it carries the loads and how it tries to move, right? When the thing is when dealing about the motion of bodies, it is said as dynamic, that is accelerated motion. So here I have given few examples. So here you can see that how the car moves, right? So with respect to the motion of the body, you can see, and also it deals about acceleration, means how much speed is required for the movement. So in the mechanics, it deals about statics and dynamics. That is a body at rest position or a body at moving position. So the mechanics is having few basic idealizations. So we shall see about the basic definitions which is very important in mechanics field. The first one is particle. So a particle means a body which is having mass but dimensions that can be neglected. Means nowadays we have massless particles, but a body which is body which is having mass but no size is said as a particle. So a very good example for particle is Earth in the celestial sphere or in the planets. Earth is a particle, okay, which is revolving around the sun. And the next example is here in our atmosphere, in our like flight, you can take as a particle in the pathway of the atmosphere, or in the air, the flight is said as a particle, right? Because it looks very small, only the mass will be considered. So in the atmospheric path, so earth and the flight or aeroplane is treated as a particle, okay, in the open atmosphere. Next one is rigid body. A rigid body means which cannot be deformed, right? The combination of large number of particles in which all particles remains at a fixed distance. That is, for example, when you apply so much load, the body will not be deformed. It looks very strong. That is said as a rigid body. And forces, if you apply also, there will not be any changes in or any deformations. The next one is concentrated forces. Concentrated forces means a point force. Concentrated force is said as a point force. So loading done at a certain point is said as a concentrated force. It is assumed that if you load so many things at a point, but the load will be like, for example, here you can see a truck, right? It is having so much of load, but only 40 kilonewton weight is distributed to for front wheel, 160 kilonewton weight is distributed to the next wheel. So it is at single point this particular load is being transferred to the ground. This is called as a point load or concentrated load. So a load is applied will be at very small point, the entire load will be applied. The next one is continuum. Continuum means, so like we have so many particles, right? So in the microscopic level, we have so many atoms, molecules, electrons, everything, right? So when you average everything, okay, you can see a continuous distribution of matter exists, right? That is said as a continuum. It means that the matter in the body is continuously distributed and fills the entire region of space which it occupies is said as a continuum. Okay, so we had seen about like basic idealizations in the previous slides. Now I'm going to teach about Newton's three laws of motion. So this is the basis of everything, right? So we shall recall the first law, second law, and third law, right? So what is Newton's first law? Newton's first law says that a particle originally at rest or moving in a straight line. Straight line means it says that in the same path, same speed, with a constant velocity. It remains in its state, right? Mm, Unless or until it is disturbed by some external agency, it remains in its same position, right? It moves or it stops in the same position, right? So it tends to remain in its state provided the particle is not subjected to an unbalanced force. Unless or until some external agency is applied, the particles remains in its same line of motion or at same rest. This is what the Newton's first law says, right? So first law contains the principle of equilibrium of forces. Equilibrium of forces means here you can see law n number of forces will be there, that will be like taken into vertical forces and like horizontal forces separately. So this is like mainly concerned with static equilibrium. Static means like unless or until a body is compelled by some external agency, it remains in its same position, or if it is in motion, it stops at one certain point only by applying the external forces. Right. Newton's second law of motion. It says that Newton's second law says that F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma means the force is directly proportional to mass into acceleration. It says that a particle of mass m acted upon by an unbalanced force F experiences an acceleration a that has the same direction as the force and magnitude that is directly proportional to the force. Right. So rate of change of force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. So rate of change of momentum says that rate of change of velocity into like acceleration. Right. So rate of change of velocity like acceleration is said as acceleration into mass. So F is equal to ma. So here you can see, so it is fully comes under dynamics part. Newton's third law says about that for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So you can see that the two mutual forces of action and reaction between the two particles are equal. So whatever the force applied, the same force is applied by the opposite side. So what happens? Finally, it remains in the collinear position, right? So action is equal to reaction. That is what the Newton's third law says. So this is the basis of our understanding purpose. They are saying action equal to reaction. Okay guys. So I'll continue my presentation in the next class. Thank you.